Entering settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL, once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they're a real group of late. There's a 5 of their last 6 games. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 7 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
And only 7 carries in last week's game, and I just don't know how any runner can really get loose and feel like they're into the game with that few carries. You've got to get that number up to around 15.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
Well, that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
3rd and 2.
Now Penix. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw, Penix. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chambers. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Falcons 7. Harrison Butker to kick off 14-7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll throw with Penix. That one deep for London. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Here's Hardman to return.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, your defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Yellow!
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The Chiefs at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
To the air, Penix. And that is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Hardman on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Travis. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you...
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
15-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Here's Penix.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing again, Penix. Locates Mooney on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Chiefs offense and Xavier Worthy set to take over once more. And as we play here in the month of November, he's putting together a campaign to remember, the NFL's leader amongst wideouts in touchdown receptions.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Up the middle they go. It's Chambers. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And makes it across. The 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Reed blanket Blankenship. He's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever.
They'll set up a throw.
And complete to Drake London. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
Here's Bradley Pinion now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here in this first half.
A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
We'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Third and 4.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Chiefs.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, 43.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. That's complete to Mooney.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Set to kick off.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards.
Now here's Mahomes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's a diving catch right side. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
On first down, Chambers. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Second down and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chambers. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Screenplay, here's Etienne.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He's got the connection to Moore.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and
looking to throw.
Throw left side. There's London.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Now Pitt, and he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
On third down, Penix from the gun.
And pressure coming, and they got it once again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
He almost outkicked the coverage. A 57-yard punt, 15 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chambers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Down inside the 20. Wow, 204 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down. Chiefs sack.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Under pressure, they got him again.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
60 Bison, 60.
In motion goes the tight end. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
2 yards to go, second down.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one was over a long time ago.
Down the left sideline.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
A big play there. 57 yards.
And the Chiefs add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Falcons 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Chap alert! Chap alert!
Operating from the gun. Honeycutt. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
And they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chambers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners. taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame. His nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy.
This is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Let's go.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
70 Timberwolves.
Robinson with another carry. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on.
2nd and 10.
Cougar night.
At the 37-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Pat.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39.
2 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down.
lady.
Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the give, here's Robinson. Bulldozes past him. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Well, good-looking return set up here. Mecole Hardman. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Showing off that speed and electric boost that he has. 95
25 yards that kick return goes down for.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that. Or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Let's see if they go back to base. And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know